Hello there, YouTube. It's the irate trucker today. So I picked up this '84 Buick Lesabre. This is the car. So pretty clean. Not really much rust, a little here and there. We're gonna check out underneath of it when I get her up on jack stands today. Anyway, so I bought the car and took it for a drive, and the radiator went out in it. So we'll put a new radiator in it. So after I put the new radiator in it, I went to work last weekend. I drive truck, hence the irate trucker. So the heater core went out in it. Started getting some fog coming up through the vents onto the windshield, especially when I started it last night. But when I drove out to the shop, I already knew it was leaking, so we're going to replace the heater core. And while we're at it, the AC system has there's no pressure in it. There's nothing left. The car's so old, it's an '84. So I'm going to replace the heater core. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and just replace this evaporator that's under here. And then we're going to go ahead and replace this also. We're going to redo it, get it working again. So, but intentionally I bought this car to flip it. I bought some tools. Now, extra battery. I bought these. I looked them up. Reviews half, not too bad. But for the price, we're going to check them out today. See how it works on doing this heater core. And all my batteries are charged and be ready to go. I've already started draining the coolant. And she'll be done here pretty soon. And she's draining nicely into the bucket. I don't want to waste all that brand new coolant that I just put in it. So I went and bought a new pan, and we'll save it, and we're going to put it back in. So anyway, the main thing you should do first off is disconnect your battery terminal. You always want to disconnect your battery terminals when you're working on the car so you don't get nothing that shorts out. Pretty simple, just lay it down there. If you want to be on the safe side and take them both off, no big deal, just take them both off. No, yeah, get the camera over there. A little shake if it's a little tight. This actual car is not in actually too bad a shape. So now we got both battery terminals off, so we don't have to worry about anything shorting out. Anyway, 5-liter 307 Oldsmobile. And there's the, where is it? There's the 1984 model year. Anyway, this isn't a sales video or anything for these tools. We're just going to check them out and see how they work. See if they'll serve my purposes. So anyway, let me take a quick walk around the car. Get down there. This car is for sale right now. That's the price I have on it. As I do work on it, the price is going to go up. But for the car, let me move the cooler out of the way. I have to have my Shade Tree Mechanic all-purpose trusty wrench. You know, the mechanic's wrench here. You always got to have your mechanic's wrench. So we got that. But anyway, yeah, this car's pretty clean. Anyway, YouTube, I'm going to take you along on the process of the ride of restoring this car to as far as I can with the money I have. But first off, we're going to start with the simple things to make it roadworthy so people can at least drive it. But she runs really nice, and we'll get back to it. I'll get some tools together and we'll start pulling this stuff apart. What I'll have to do is we'll disconnect all our wiring. We got some wires here, vacuum hose, I think. No, that's the antenna wire for the radio, and we'll go ahead and get this out of the way because there's nothing in it. And then we've got a series of bolts around the top, and then back in underneath here, I guess there's a couple bolts back in here, so we'll have to take the rubber off. Pull this up out of the way. Pull that out of the way. And then we'll take these couple of vents out, and there's some bolts down in there. There's a bolt down in there. We'll have to take the blower motor assembly out. We'll get this plug disconnected off this side over here. And we're waiting for a coolant to finish draining so we don't have no messes. You know, we want to keep environmentally clean, so we don't want to be spilling this stuff all over the ground. You know, so we're going to try and do it right and do it clean as possible. And I got to replace that too. Let's find one of them somewhere. Yeah, it's just deteriorated. Yeah. Anyway, I think it had a little bit of a leaky valve cover. I washed the motor down. Didn't come out too bad. But anyway, we'll get back at it. It's the first episode.